Friends, today is the day. During the recording of this video, today is the release of Dragonflight. Now, here's the deal. I have been playing World of Warcraft for about 16 years. I've been there for the day one release of every single expansion, starting with Burning Crusade when I got into the game right before WoW. And, you know, we've been through a lot throughout the years of World of Warcraft. But in this video, I want to share two major things. One, why I'm excited for Dragonflight and what my plans in Dragonflight are. Now, it's no secret that throughout the history of WoW the past few years, we've had some ups and we've had some downs. We've seen some good things in WoW, some not good things in WoW. But I really believe that Dragonflight is going to be the expansion that for many, many people is going to bring them back to really loving and enjoying the game. And that is going to be the truth for me. There's so many things we could talk about. We could talk about, obviously, the idea of dragon riding, the idea of a new zone, new class, new race. But honestly, those aren't even the reasons why I'm going to love Dragonflight. Because the reality is, every new expansion has something cool to look forward to. The reason I'm excited for Dragonflight is actually not because they're adding something, but actually because they are removing something. Now, if you've been playing WoW for quite some time, you are probably familiar with the concept of borrowed power. I do not like borrowed power in any way, shape, or form. Some might say that gear is also borrowed power, but I like gear. Gear feels much more rewarding than anything else. But the reality is borrowed power has been in the game for several years. I mean, we can go all the way back to Legion, right? Where we had the artifact power, which in one sense was pretty cool because you got to level up your weapon. Then we move into BFA where we had our Azerite power. And I just did not enjoy this concept. In Shadowland, we had Anima, all that kind of good stuff. We also had renown systems. It felt like there was system on system on system. There was so many chores and it felt like there was so much that we had to do. Well, here's the good news why I'm excited for Dragonflight. They have removed borrowed power altogether. There is no AP type anything. They debated us so hard at the end of Legion when they were like, no more AP, right? No more artifact power. And then they gave us Azerite power. Like Blizzard, you could have at least changed the acronym in the initials. Like you could have at least changed it up. Like you could have at least been a little bit more creative. But none of that daily, weekly chore responsibility. No more chore gas. No more systems in the game that you have to keep logging in on a frequent basis. Otherwise, you just fall behind. That's not rewarding. No more of these time-gated systems that will limit the power that you're getting in the game. There is still going to be renown in this expansion, but don't be afraid. Renown in this expansion, for the most part, is basically just going to be locked into an aesthetic system. There's going to be multiple factions that you can, pledge your allegiance like we've seen in multiple expansions. I'll probably go in Valdrakken. But the renown, if you notice through all of these, they're almost all just aesthetic. Here's 1 through 5, 6 through 10. And you can see that you get some weapon models. You can see that we get, cosmetics, all that kind of stuff. There are some concerns with some of the gear that you're able to get. Right, we see this 376 gear right here. Some people are saying that that won't be any better than gear you'll be able to get by that point, just doing Mythic dungeons anyway. I'm not too sure. We'll see what happens. But I am very excited that Renown is not going to be bound to actual power. I don't like borrowed power in any way, shape, or form. You're gonna hear me say that a million times in this video. And if you're one of the people that quit because you were sick of the borrowed power grind, now is the time to come back. It's gone. It's gone, baby. And Blizzard said they have no intention of bringing it back. Finally, they are listening to the community, and I am beyond excited for Dragonflight. But now what I want to do real quick is I want to kind of talk through, I'm excited for Dragonflight. I'm coming back for Dragonflight. What are my plans throughout the Dragonflight experience? One, I'm just looking forward to really just getting tons of gaming in with the community. Literally for the release of Dragonflight, we're having a pre-launch Discord party. I just want to get to know y'all. So if you guys are interested, you're watching this on YouTube, click in the description below, join our Discord, come join our Twitch stream or our stream MMOs like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, New World. And I just want to get a chance to give you a place to belong, surrounded by some other MMO players like you. Looking forward to raiding with everyone, doing all the good stuff. But here's what I want to accomplish in Dragonflight. I want to be able to get back into raiding. Now, during Shadowlands, I did do some heroic raiding. But I'll be honest, I didn't really give it my all. I didn't really enjoy it because, again, some of your power was attached to some of these repeatable systems, which I just didn't really enjoy. But now that all that's gone, I want to not only get back in heroic rating, but for the first time ever, I actually want to attempt mythic rating. I'm pretty much just in a season of my life right now where I'm like, man, I really want to put myself to the test and see, man, how good can I actually be if I give it my all? So I'm going to be leveling up my Protection Paladin first, and hopefully if I can land a tank spot in my guild, my plan is to start tanking through heroic, and then eventually throughout the expansion, hopefully getting into mythic rating, which was my first time. One of the reasons I also want to do this is, some of you guys know, but I actually started a journey playing through Final Fantasy XIV. I got into Savage rating, which some people speculate is an equivalent to heroic rating in World of Warcraft, but there's so much speculation. Is Savage like Mythic or is Savage like Heroic? Here's the deal. I want to be able to put an end to that question. I want to be able to go into Final Fantasy XIV, do Savage, which I've done, but also try Ultimate rating, and I want to do Mythic rating in WoW, and I want to be able to really be able to give pros and cons, which rating is harder, and hopefully throughout Dragonflight, I'll be able to get an answer to that question. Another thing that I really want to be able to do in this expansion is I want to be able to really get into Mythic rating. Sorry, Mythic dungeons. I didn't really do too much playing of WoW throughout Legion, throughout BFA. I did a little bit through Shadowlands, but all I did was really heroic rating. So honestly, even Mythic Plus grinding is relatively new to me. I've probably done somewhere between 15 to 25 Mythic dungeons ever. Maybe 30 ever. So I'm still really new. I've had some friends carry me through some 15s, but I've not really familiarized myself too much with the Mythic Plus system, the affixes and all that stuff. And I think it's really cool, but again, borrowed power just turned me off so hardcore. But now I really want to get into Mythic Plus. I want to be able to get KSM, Keystone Master, where you do every single dungeon on 15 plus. But now with the introduction of Dragonflight, there's actually a Keystone Hero achievement where it's not plus 15s, it's plus 20s for every single dungeon that you have to clear. And throughout the expansion, I would really love to be able to clear the good old Keystone Hero. Last thing that I really hope to accomplish in Dragonflight, and again, I'm not going to be accomplishing all of these at once. They'll be throughout the expansion. I would love to really fulfill a probably decade-old goal of getting to Gladiator. Now, I won't be doing this with my Paladin. I'll be attempting this on my Rogue. And so if you guys are watching this right now and you guys do Arena, are looking to get in the 3s, want to help me grind all the way to Gladiator, feel free to join my Twitch stream, link in the description below. I'm looking for people to play with, but I really want to climb to Gladiator. It's one of those things where I really want to put myself to the test and just see if I really give it my all, can I accomplish these goals? And honestly, the answer might be no. Like, I'm not guaranteeing I'm good enough to be Mythic Raider or to get Gladiator in PvP, but here's my goal. I want to try. I really want to see if I give this my all, not casually play, not kind of do this every now and then. If I give it my all, can I play at these levels? And honestly, that's my hope. Those are my goals: Mythic rating, Mythic Plus, Keystone Hero, and Gladiator. Those are 3 pretty high level achievements. So like I said, I won't be doing them all at the same time, but I am looking forward to it. I haven't been looking forward to a WoW expansion and as much as I've been looking forward to this one, again, because I was so turned off by borrowed power. Friends, if you want to be along for that journey, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Some of y'all are watching right now live in the Twitch chat. Stick around. It's going to be an awesome journey. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Dragonflight's going to be awesome. Let me know in the comments below, what class are you playing and what are you looking forward to Dragonflight. It's going to be an awesome expansion. We'll see you in the next one.